My 18th birthday was spent like most others, with a bottle of vodka, surrounded by family and friends. My coming of age, though, was different in one quite significant way. I was in the middle of the Papua New Guinea rainforest, walking one of the sites of the Australian Defence Force's greatest achievements, the Kokoda Track. This is the story of how I was lost and I came to be 18 and marching. It was a rainy, muggy day, horrible weather for a party. Although, after 9 straight hours of slogging along a path barely wide enough to stand next to someone, constantly having to watch where you're walking to make sure you don't trip, your party mood might be a little diminished as well. The idea behind walking the track was my father's. We don't have any relatives that died nor even fought on the track, so I was surprised when he asked to do it with me. I remember thinking, why should I? What could I possibly gain by doing this? These questions plagued me all through the training for the walk. 3 months training, in fact. 2 weight sessions and an all-day walking session every week. The timing of when we set off was also coincidentally just after graduation for me. I was beginning to freak out. I was finishing high school and still had no idea about which direction I wanted to go in with the rest of my life. The day of the trip began. The flight into Port Moresby was uneventful, and the bus ride to Oa's Corner was horrible. My question had changed to, what am I doing here? Then it began. 10 days that changed the direction of my life. The history behind what the Australian and Japanese soldiers lived and created helped to change who I was becoming. From a 17-year-old with no real direction, whose only plan was to live it up for his birthday, into an 18-year-old that knew what he wanted to do for the rest of his life. The history of heroes such as Private Bruce Kingsbury, who gave his life to defending a crucial spot on the track, defeating nearly 20 enemy soldiers before being killed by a sniper. To iconic battle sites such as Brigade Hill, a slaughter ground, where the Japanese flanked and caught the Australians by surprise for the first time. Isarava, or Kokoda itself. The sites contain so much unknown history and stories that I wanted to share them with everyone. I remember having my first legal drink at the hotel's bar after I finished the track. I realised that this is what I should do with the rest of my life. Travel around the world, reporting on great battles and heroics, by men that are willing to do things that others won't, for next to no recognition. I wanted to be a war journalist. If my story tells you anything, let it be this, that to truly find a passion, or something you can see yourself doing for the rest of your life, you have to go out and do something that will make you say, what can I possibly gain out of this? Why am I doing this? And then, hopefully, you will find more than you expect.